Black women have the support of a massive group that participates in ratchet behavior and ratchet thinking. Now, white, Asian, and Hispanic, they got ratchet people, but you had to go away from the group to do that. They don't house you. They don't nurture that. The Black community, the massive group accepts it and nurtures it. It's totally backwards. Rather than sending the ratchets away, the massive Black groups bring the ratchets. There's a safe space for them.
What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video. We got this beautiful sister jumping on here, letting everybody know what our sisters are up to, right? Why our sisters are encouraging such bad behavior. And some sisters might get upset because she does generalize, being that most of your sisters are acting a certain way. They all have a certain mindset. Not all your sisters, but most of your sisters have a certain mindset. She's going to explain to you why we have this mindset and the outcomes we are receiving because we are having this mindset.
Black women have the support of a massive group that participates in ratchet behavior and ratchet thinking. Now, white, Asian, and Hispanic, they got ratchet people, but you had to go away from the group to do that. They don't house you. They don't nurture that. The Black community, the massive group accepts it and nurtures it. It's totally backwards. Rather than sending the ratchets away, the massive Black groups bring the ratchets. There's a safe space for them. When they're confronted, you look like the minority because you are the minority that confronts that culture, and they're the majority. This is the only group, this is the culture where the ratchets has the power socially. The nerds, the high value minded people. When I'm talking about high values, I'm talking about pro-social values, generosity, respect, honor, faithfulness, kindness. I'm talking about community. High values your way of being. The people like us, we in the Black community are the rejects. In other groups, the ratchets are the rejects. In other groups, that's for entertainment for them. They go home doing the right thing. The smart people are elevated because they know you're the key to our progress. In our group, the smart ones are rejected and they think you trying to oppress them. It's interesting. You so backwards. You think we trying to oppress you. We trying to free you.
So she hits on a lot of points, right? So for the first 2 points, she says that we have a big group within this community, mainly your sisterhood. Most of your sisterhood encourages the ratchet behavior, right? And when you have your people on the outside, such as a lot of your people from the red pill content, your women, man, who use common sense and not a sheep and not going to follow everybody else, right? They're going to think for themselves and they're going to see reality for what it is. They generally call those women pygmies. We would be considered the minorities because every time you sit here and you see some of these hardcore videos of these sisters saying some of the crazy things or doing some crazy things, you have a lot of sisters who say, no, you can't say that's all of us. You can't say that's all of us. You can't say that's all sisters, right? Okay, right. You can't say that's all sisters, but it's majority. And even sisters will still then complain and say, no, that's not the case. That's not the case. Not everybody thinks like that. But then if you sit up here and ask them, hey, well, you know what? Well, okay, what do you think about gender roles? Do you think you think you should be in the kitchen majority of the time? You need to be picking up slack around the house majority of the times while I go out here and go work. And I will guarantee you your women will be upset and they will combat that. They will have issues with that. And this is most of your women. Most of your sisters, most of your women in general do not like gender roles, which is why gender roles lately have become so popular in this past 5 years. Oh, wow. I don't believe in gender roles. My homeboy, he had a girlfriend. She did not believe in gender roles. She's like, no, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. But come to find out, she was a strong ally of the alphabet crew, and she was a raging feminist. But somewhat, she was modest, right? She carried herself with some respect, but yet she would sit here and defend women who want to dress provocatively. She wants to defend women, man, who have a very hardcore mindset, who try to say, oh, well, I love everybody, but then they are very passive aggressive when it comes down to black men. Every time you try to have a conversation, it's always black men, black men, black men, black men. When you want to have discussions, right? Let's just say you see a group of sisters and you just want to have a discussion. Most of your sisters, right? If you disagree with whatever they're thinking, most of your sisters will get on you. That's just a fact. You go to any group full of sisters, man, they will jump on you if you have an opposing position. But they are the same ones that will sit here and be upset when we react to a crazy video and we say, okay, this is what most of your sisters are doing, and they get upset and they're like, no, that's not true. Like I said, you ask these sisters questions and you let them talk long enough, they will just end up revealing themselves. And you can be like, well, you really hate men. You're modern day woman. And this is why some guys say, man, it doesn't even matter if they are modest. It doesn't even matter if they are modest. They will have a feminist mindset. And if they are modest, it does not matter, because they will defend women who will dress skimpy and dress in skimpy clothes. And it's like, okay, well, here's the thing. If you wouldn't want to get ran through, or if you wouldn't want to, sit over here and dress in some clothing, man, that is revealing, knowing the type of attention that you would get, and ain't the right attention, why would you sit here and encourage these women to do that? Why would you then tell me, okay, well, hey, why does it bother you? It shouldn't bother you. It's not affecting your life. Okay, yeah, you're right. It's not affecting my life. But then come 10 years later when I have my daughter and I'm like, okay, hey, nah, I don't want my daughter around these women, man, who wearing booty shorts and got the chest all out and everything. These same women would then sit up and say, well, what's your issue? Why can't she be around these other women? Because look how y'all dressing. Oh no, there's nothing wrong with that. It's 2035. Are we serious here? Are we really serious? You need to stop it. You need to let her grow up and be a girl. And you're gonna be like, bro, hold on. You just said it didn't bother me. Back then you said, hey, I should not be worried about women dressing however they want to. Now I got my child and it's bothering me. And now you're trying to force me to accept this behavior. And this is what you're going to run into with a lot of your sisters. Then she says that, hey, well, a lot of these, when you look at these other cultures and these other races of women, they have them, of course, right? Because a lot of your sisters like to point out the obvious when you have these videos. You got other women in different races, man, who do that. You got other women in different races, man, who sit over here. Yes, we get it. But once again, they are not encouraging that type of behavior over there. They're not encouraging that type of behavior. And for women who think that, hey, well, not all of us sisters want to encourage that behavior. This is what the media portrays. The media does portray it, but guess who are the same sisters, man, that's saying, yes, let me jump into it. Let me do that. Let me do that. And as I stated before, you're going to have the same sisters who are modest who will still encourage that behavior. So once again, you can't sit here and cry and complain when people point fingers at it and say, oh, well, that's not our sisters. But then you the same sisters to sit up here and encourage it. As I stated before, when we bring up other cultures and other races, we want to bring up the good because, hey, guess what? That is what's making their community thrive. So why not bring it over here into our community? Why is it every time we bring that up, you have sisters who say, well, why are you so worried about them? Why are you so worried about the different race? Yada, yada, yada. But then these are the same women who will sit up here and tell you, oh, well, I want to divest. I want to go ahead and go deal with a DILF. This stuff is encouraged. When you have other women coming from other cultures, coming into our culture, such as Bad Baby, for an example, what type of sister are they mimicking? They're mimicking your stereotypical hood rat sister, right? Look at Bad Baby. Look at Iggy Azalea. The list goes on. And then you look at the Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked. These are the same pages that are ran by sisters. And you even have sisters that sitting up here saying, man, y'all, that these pages that are technically the voice of the Black community is toxic. It's toxic as hell.
I've been meaning to make this video because y'all talking about we not going to Target. How about we stop commenting on the Shade Room? I do not like the Shade Room. What do y'all like about the Shade Room? Because it's messy, it's fake positive, and I don't know. I just don't like it. I just don't like the concept of it. I used to love the Shade Room. I used to always be on there, but I unfollowed them a few months ago because I really don't care who baby daddy is, who baby daddy, and who baby mama. I really don't care. Some stuff I do care about. I want to see what the baby look like. Send me a picture when they post the baby or something.
Shade Room, I hate that page, gang. And yet, before I had them blocked, yes, I got them blocked. And I know y'all can come here. They don't know you. I don't care. I don't want to see nothing they got. I'm a firm believer. If you don't like somebody, block their page. You don't want to see nothing they do, block it. So I blocked their page. Yes, I blocked the Shade Room and Shade Room teams. I blocked the page. Yes, I did that. Because they talk down on all the black people and they never give them credit when there's credit need to be. When it's credit due. Like when somebody do something good, you need to give them credit. They never do that. But when somebody do something bad, they be the first to report. I don't like that. No cap, bro. And then I don't like the people in the comment section. Like they got a great life. Like in real life, you not living the life you living on the net, Lil Ski. So some old him and this comment on somebody else like, Big, what you do in your life, Lil Ski? I'm like, no, bro, I hate that little comment section, bro. Shade Room and Shade Room teams, your comment section ass. The people that be in there commenting be ass. I don't like y'all. If you comment on that post, you lame as a bit. You be talking now, and I know 'cause it's all bad. It be like 2, 3 good things, and then the rest be bad. So you comment on somebody that's doing bad right now in their life, but when they do something good, I don't see y'all. Bro, no, I got time for that. I hate that, bro. That shit be lame as a bit.
And like I said, I will always bring up the brick lady situation where she lied up and down and said somebody threw a brick at her. And when y'all look at that whole comment section, man, they were just tearing black man down. And these are the same sisters that will swear up and down that, oh, it's not all sisters. You can't lump us all together. You can't generalize all of us. They say that because they do not have an argument for it. So hey, guess what? Let's go ahead and let's try to go ahead and throw out a little weak response. You can't generalize everybody like that. That's rude. So I mean, hey, look, y'all let me know down below. What do y'all think? Give me a huge favor, leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel.